Greetings. Now, when you tie flies, one of the most enjoyable things about doing it is you can play with new ideas. And on this fly, I was just sitting back thinking, well, what can I tie next? And I'm just sitting there and I see this packet of small plastic beads that I had. I go, what can I do with those? So I came up with that idea, and I call this fly a Bluegill Bubble Back. It's a size 10 on a 2X, might be a 3X hook. I use these beads to give it a effect, to say the least. I use some UV, some CDC, some hen feathers, and the tungsten bead. Well, when I finished it, I thought, that's pretty cool looking. So I've got high hopes for it. I think it'll be a good attractor for the bluegill, and it's kind of fun to tie. It takes a little time, but it's not hard. So here we go. We're going to tie a Bluegill Bubble Back. Hope you enjoy the video. Okay. I'm going to tie this Bluegill Bubble Back. I'm just playing with some ideas, and I thought this might work, and actually ended up looking pretty good. It's a size 10 hook. It's a 2X long, maybe 3X, I don't remember. Okay. For the tail, I'm just going to use a little bit of red Marabou. I like red tails on my bluegill flies. Get it on top. Okay. Base up a little. Okay, now what I've done next is I took a piece of monofilament and strung 4 small beads on it. Beads come thing like this. I think I got them at Amazon. And to hold those on, I just melted the ends, both ends, so they don't get away from me. Okay, first thing we're going to do, lash that monofilament down real good right on top. If I can get hold of that monofilament. Trim that off. Couple more good wraps on there. Now I want that to hold. So I'm just going to take a small drop of UV. Put that right on there. Okay. Okay, now let these 4 beads just drop down. Get my tail out of the way. And snug them up and just wrap that line between them. Cut that monofilament off. I'm going to run that line back between them again. A little bit of buildup back here. Just do that a few times. Okay. Next, make a dubbing loop. Bring our thread forward. And put some fluorescent yellow CDC in my clamp. Spin that up. Bring that forward between each of the loops. Just tie that off. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull all that down as best I can. The ones that don't go down, I'm going to trim off. Okay, kind of get that trimmed off from the top. Yeah, something like that. Make sure those beads are lined up straight. Okay, next I'm going to take a drop of medium UV kind of tends towards the thick side, but that right on top. Cook that down. And just trim some more of that UV off there. Okay, I'm going to take a drop of this Fat Man UV, which is real thick. Get that where you want it. I may put one more dab of that on there in a minute. Yeah, I think one more small dab of that. I think that ought to do it. Okay. Oh yeah, looks good. Okay, I just put some cinnamon colored CDC in my clamp. Make another dubbing loop. Spin that up. Pull that back as you bring it forward. Okay, do a little trimming on some of that brown CDC. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay. Next, we'll take a hen feather. Pull them back. Okay. And as I wrap that, pull those hackles backwards. Okay, getting there. Okay, getting close to the last step. In order to anchor that bead head real well, I do this on most of my bead heads. Take a little bit of dubbing. Whip finish. And last step, I'm just going to put a little bit of UV on that dubbing. Just hold it in place real well. It's got it. Okay. I believe we are done. Bluegill Bubble Back. Strange looking fly, but I think it's going to work great. Thanks for watching.